Now, it is the Memorial Holiday weekend, and many people will be cooking and grilling some of their favorite fresh dishes. And here to show us how to put some zest into your recipes using spices. It's all about the spices. Chef Marshall O'Brien. Nice to see you, Chef.
Good to see you, even though I can't see you, but it's good to hear you. Alex, how are you today?
Doing well, and you always do such a fantastic job presenting easy meals for people that look appealing, and they're not too terribly difficult. So why don't you tell us what you have cooking up today?
I like how you set that up, but they're not too terribly difficult. No, they're actually really easy. And all jokes aside, Alex, what I want to focus on are those spices. You know, going into the holiday weekend, let's make your food taste awesome. And this is what I love about spices and making spice blends in particular. We're going to make a spice blend, and you're going to share that, and I'll be sharing it later on social media on my website. But we're going to take a spice blend, and then we're going to use it to make some awesome 5-spice turkey burgers that I'm going to get going here shortly. And then we're going to use that same spice blend to make a marinade and a salad dressing to put together a gorgeous, amazing marinated portobello mushroom, red cabbage salad. So it is easy to make. You know, one thing I love about spices, not only does it make your food taste great and you make your food look great, but there's a lot of medicinal benefits to spices. And the blend that I have for you today, Alex, I'm using paprika, cumin, oregano, basil, and coriander. And those spices have anti-inflammatory properties, antimicrobial, antiviral properties. So they really do work for you. And you know how I like to say, nourishing is different than eating. So have food work for you, and obviously it's got to taste great. And when you use spices, they're going to taste phenomenal. So we took equal portions of those spices that I mentioned, and then you could just put it in an airtight jar like this and shake it up. Now, another thing that I like about spice, besides flavor and having it work for you, is you can save money when you do it in bulk. Not always possible, but if you can, it's cheaper to buy in bulk and then just make your own blends or pack your own spices. And it's going to taste a lot better because they're going to be fresher and be more potent as a result.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we know sometimes people let their spices sit in their, in their kitchen for years. So get it fresh.
Those cute little tins that you got from your great-grandmother, they're really cute, and they still have the original spices in them. They don't taste like anything.
Yeah. I like to get mine at the co-op. I think they're good and fresh. Okay, so you're going to take those spices, and you're going to make a turkey burger. I just had a lovely turkey burger earlier this week. It was delicious. And you're going to season that with these spices, the burgers.
Yes, so we're taking those spices, we're seasoning it. We took some breadcrumbs, and I have it in the photo you guys have in the video. I did some breadcrumbs, but I tend to cook with, I crush up rice cakes just because I have a gluten sensitivity, and as does one of my daughters, and I know we've talked about this. So I just crush up rice cakes.
Wow.
It does the same thing, and the whole point of those breadcrumbs is we got to get a sizzle. Yeah, we got a sizzle. That's good. The whole point of the breadcrumbs or the rice cake crumbs is just to help create moisture in there. And then put the spices in with a little bit of salt. Now I took a pound of ground turkey, and then when you mix up the spice blend, I took equivalent of 2.5 teaspoons of that spice blend along with a 1/2 teaspoon of salt in that turkey mixture, mashed it all up as you can see up there if you guys are putting the video or the picture on. And then just made patties, and it's really simple. If I was outside, I'd be grilling this, but I got a grill pan, so I'm doing that today. They taste great, and what I like about this, and I'm always trying to give your audience little tips and ways to make life easier in the kitchen, is you could prep these in advance and then just put parchment paper, wrap them in parchment paper or plastic wrap, and just pop them in the freezer, and then have them when you're
ready to go. Right.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so that spice mix that you put together, so you can use that for the turkey burgers that you put on the grill.
Yes.
Or you're saying that same spice blend you can use for the mushrooms. Tell us about this recipe.
Okay, so for this, we took portobello mushrooms, and then I'm taking that spice blend, and I'm taking a 1/2 teaspoon. Again, equal portions: paprika, cumin, coriander, basil, and whatever else. I think I missed one. No, I did. 5 spices, equal portions. I took a 1/2 teaspoon with a little bit of salt, and we're making a vinaigrette. And it's so simple. You're gonna take the little olive oil here, and then some balsamic vinegar, preferably pour it in the jar, not all over my cutting board, but oh well, that happens. And then we're just going to put an airtight container, shake it up vigorously, and then now we've got a simple vinaigrette, and we'll take some of that and we're going to marinate. You can literally, you know, toss the mushrooms with the vinaigrette or brush the vinaigrette on the mushrooms, grill it on your grill or grill pan as I have, and then let it cool. And then you're going to chop it up, and it's meaty, it's just savory, it tastes phenomenal. And that's going to be part of this really simple red cabbage salad where we grated up some carrots. I chopped up red cabbage, and if you want to use, a, see, I wish I could just climb up there and show you, but I'll probably make a mess and run out of time. But you know, if you want to use a food processor, you want to buy shredded, pre-grated red cabbage, do that. Now get all the barriers out of the way, but we throw in some shredded carrots, as I said, some cherry tomatoes, and then we mix that up with, this is important, when you put the vinaigrette on, you want to make sure that you give it a little time to sit so that the vegetable, especially the cabbage, softens up. But it's just going to have this really nice, tangy, savory flavor. And when it's all said and done, you know, you top it with the mushrooms, and actually put the Parmesan cheese first and then the mushrooms, because the mushrooms look beautiful. And I forgot this already, but that's okay. You know,
let's see. Awesome. Yeah, really, my mouth is watering. I love all the ideas, and healthy for you. And you said, you know, they have a lot of those spices. They're healthy for you. And
you know what,
there
Alex,
you go.
You're going to be excited. You're going to be excited to know that we're this close to getting our smell-o-vision machine ready. So maybe next time I'm on, we'll have it.
Okay. All right. We trust you. Chef Marshall O'Brien, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Always do a good job. Thanks for showing us that lovely, actually several recipes. And you can learn more on how to make some of those great tasting recipes that work for you at chefmarshallobrien.com.